Today we're going to take a look at the Toyota Prado GXL Turbo. And I tell you what, it is a pretty good thing. Now here's a few interesting facts. Toyota have been in Australia for just on 50 years. Way back in those early years, anybody that went bush would say, we're going bush in a LandRover. And that doesn't matter what make or model it was. It only took a few years, and when people went bush, they'd say, we're going bush in a LandCruiser. And that didn't matter what make or model of vehicle it was. Well, I tell you what, that's how strong the Toyota brand has become here in Australia. The vehicle we're looking at today carries on that tradition, the 2013 Prado GXL Turbo. Interestingly, the Prado model has clocked up over 150,000 sales since its release in 1997. It's a smidgen heavier than the previous models, so why would you even consider it if you're not a true believer? Well, they have stuck with the separate frame and body configuration favoured by serious off-roaders. Back in the old days, the comment was it couldn't pull the skin off a rice pudding. Well, nowadays, with this jigger, hold on to that pudding. Sitting in this very comfortable seating position, you're surrounded by more bells and whistles and technology than you can poke a stick at. Now, this big 4-spoke steering wheel is great to get hold of when you're scaring the family on that steep downhill descent. Toyota is on the money by increasing the interior by 130mm, yet retaining the popular 2850 wheelbase, creating more occupant space and a slightly larger cargo capacity. The one-touch tumble operation of the second seat is magic. What about how she looks? Well, it's chunky, how one would want it to look. Big bumpers, grille and lights. The rear is more soft with LED taillights, and of course the compulsory stoplight is cleverly mounted inside the taillight glass. Now this is a big rig. It sits quite high off the ground, so when you go into undercover car parks at shopping centres, you'll tend to duck. But I tell you what, you will make it. So if you want something with comfort, reliability and size, the 2013 Prado has got the goods. Now a man that's been around City Toyota for a number of years is Carl Hoff. Carl, how you going? Toyota just keep on raising the bar, don't they?
They sure do. They've just brought out the kinetic suspension and the crawl control in the new Prado.
A little bird told me you have a special as well, eh?
Yeah, we do. Now they've just brought out an Altitude. Now the Altitude is a limited edition Prado with about $18,000 worth of gear in the car. Moonroofs, sat navs, DVD players, it just goes on. For an additional $5,000, you're laughing.
Fantastic. Well, that is a great special. Now, if you're interested in the special or test drive the Prado, drop into City Toyota in the middle of Perth and ask for one. And if you want more information, click on to zoomtv.com.au.